Now we're moving on to product sales, the second way to monetize a website here. We are deep diving into this like an Olympic, swimmer. We're just diving in here. So how important is it for content developers like yourself to set up a shopping cart in terms of monetizing your business? Is this important that eventually we have our own product, if possible?
Some people do, and some people don't. I think when you have millions of people that you're reaching, and you've got the largest brands in the world helping them sell your products, it's kind of like, to me, I felt like we should be selling something, right? I mean, like, we should be selling something. If it's, a t-shirt, a mug. I mean, there's Cafe Press, there's Zazzle, there's so many sites that you don't even need inventory, and you can, print cups and skateboards and all of those things.
You have products that are flying off the shelves. I mean, you're in big box stores. You have, we talked about Michael's store, is that what we call it?
Michael's stores, Joann stores, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Paper Source.
So you're in some big stores. I mean, they're not really
the largest stores in the world.
The largest stores in the world. So is there a product in particular that you created that you couldn't believe how well it's done?
So we were approached by the Lorax movie through Disney, I guess it was Babbletop. It was like Universal Pictures, so it wasn't Disney, to be one of the official crafters for that movie and create crafts to go along with the Lorax.
Really?
And so from there, that did really well. And then that caught the eye of a Plaid Enterprises, which is the largest craft company in the world. They license Martha Stewart, Mod Podge. Like I always say, like half of Michael's is Plaid Enterprises. So they approached me, and it's been so cool to be part of this. And they approached me and said, stencils are up 400% in the market, and we would like you to design some stencils. I was like, no, I have all these other ideas. They're like, no, like we think this is a good fit for you. They're the largest craft company in the world, so I took their advice. So went back to the drawing board. My husband's a designer developer, so we went to the drawing board, and he was like, stencils? Like, who would ever, what? Like, stencils, somebody's gonna take a nicely painted wall and like stencil on it? Like, he's just like, so he was like, we want stencils to be functional as well as decorative, like two purposes. Moms don't have enough space, on the walls, so we wanted both of those things to happen. And the first set of stencils that we launched made it into the top 20 most innovative products of 2012
really?
For the Craft and Hobby Association.
Really?
So they're big mega.
That is amazing.
Right.
So is there a certain type of shopping cart that you would, if I'm watching this and maybe I haven't yet launched I haven't yet put a shopping cart out there. Are we going back to Etsy here, or is there a certain shopping cart that you would recommend?
I just keep going Etsy, but there's...
Do you believe it?
And yeah, I believe it. I mean, it worked for me.
Okay.
So, Big Cartel, but I mean, Etsy's really cool, and it's like this community where people want to help you, and they want to plug you into street teams and meetups, and so all of a sudden, you are already in a community of people that want to support you.
How do you balance the need to sell items that, so you can actually pay the bills, and being authentic to your audience, and maybe not looking like you're just devoting 80% of your site to selling something? You know what I mean? Like there's some sites that are just everything, like a lot of ads everywhere and a lot of stuff for sale. How do you balance that?
Well, I think if you look at our site right now, a lot of those things are sponsored, and a lot of those sites, a lot of the content on Handmade Charlotte is sponsored by a brand, and by the brands allow us to give the reader and the audience free content. So I feel like they're sharing it, they love it, we're getting great responses. And I'm not too concerned about doing that. Like if you open a magazine and it's just like ad. So we definitely, some of it is not, but we have over 30 contributors that contribute to Handmade Charlotte, and none of that is sponsored. So we have monthly contributors, and so we definitely like mix it in, just like a magazine would.
The reason why I'm asking this is like, when you watch TV,
Sure.
if you're watching, and we don't stop and think, well, gosh, I'm watching this great, so let's say Super Bowl game, and we don't ever think of saying, well, the reason why they're not charging us $48 each to watch the game is because it's sponsored by advertisers.
Right.
In fact, the Super Bowl, we've come to where we actually look forward to the ads.
Right. I think that's the only. I think that's the same with Handmade Charlotte.
That's how I was thinking. Like, it's almost like people look. Some of the products you advertise. I mean, all the products you advertise are things that you personally endorse that are authentic with you. I mean, you've been very selective about what you've put on there.
But we also take the product and we create a project for you and an experience for you to engage with the brand. And, moms today don't have a lot of time. Yeah. So if they know that they love this project and that they know that they can download it for free, or they can go to a shopping cart and find this all of these things at Target or Plaid Online or, Coats and Clark or Red Heart Yarn or whatever, they're happy because it's like I've given you the recipe card to bring home, go to one place, one-stop shop, and they're not like looking for some Mongolian vanilla that they don't even know how to order. I mean, we want everything to be really approachable, that it's available to anybody.
Mongolian vanilla. That's the first time I've had Mongolian vanilla referenced in an interview. That's impressive. Now,
awesome.